If your car is stolen, you are the criminal.
Crickets, absolutely nothing coming out of Toyota.
So this is a person that has literally just had their car stolen and is now being treated like a criminal.
I'm waiting for a new car and they are not cheap, these cars.
If you drive a Toyota, your car is not safe. That is absolutely 100% fact. G'day, I'm Paul. We've been covering stolen cars, whether it's classic Commodores or stolen Toyotas for the past few weeks now. But there is an issue that I think is even greater than the thefts of these cars, and that is the way your insurance company will treat you after your car is stolen. After our last video, which has gone viral, we actually had a stack of people reach out to us about their cars being stolen and the insurance company flow-on effects, and I was genuinely staggered by this stuff. So now I'm going to start off with something that genuinely blew me away, and I think that you will be surprised by. So this is a document from a private investigator, and you may think to yourself, excellent, they're investigating someone for insurance fraud. They really want to get down to the bottom of all this, deliver some justice and stop these cars being stolen for insurance fraud. Not quite. This guy's car was stolen from a shopping centre. He drove his HSV Club Sport to the shopping centre. He knew about all the thefts that were going on, had his car booked in for an immobiliser, but his other car was in for a service. Unfortunately, his car was stolen from the shopping centre when all of this was taking place. So he called the police immediately, called his insurance company, and the way that it works with insurance companies, they have to wait a set amount of time before they determine your car as a total loss. So I don't know what the exact period is, but let's say it's 2 weeks, your car has to be missing before they go, okay, it's not going to be found, we're going to pay you out now. Well, instead of getting a payout, they started making this guy's life hell, and it all started here with a private investigator. And the stuff that this person was asking was insane. So right up the top there, they wanted a detailed and itemised telephone account for his phone number for a period of just over a month. They wanted to know all local, national, international SMS messages. They wanted a detailed account of every single call that took place, who it was to and what it was for. They then wanted to know any other mobile account or fixed landline account that this person had used during that period. They wanted the same information. It gets better. They wanted all of his bank statements, including home loan, credit card, bank accounts, and proof of income for a period of 5 months with explanations of each transaction. I mean, are these guys insane? You don't even ask this much information from an actual criminal, let alone someone who's just had their car stolen. They then wanted to have copies of MyGov account summaries. They wanted to comply with directions and instructions in any email from a Fit to Work or Equifax in terms of criminal history checks, toll records for insured vehicles. The list just goes on. And this is a guy that had multiple insurance policies with this company, hadn't made any claims like this in the past. This is just someone that tragically had their car stolen and is now being treated like a criminal. And while I understand that there is probably an element of these thefts that are going to be insurance fraud, when you look at some of these people and you're like, okay, it looks like an older person, they've had this car for a while, it's been insured, they've got other insurance policies, why on earth would you go down the path of immediately getting a private investigator onto it? It is just genuinely crazy. And this isn't the first one. We actually got several other people who contacted us and said they also went through the process of being investigated by their insurance companies, which is just mind-numbing stuff. But it goes on to another stage, and that is what happens with your replacement vehicle. So Toyotas in particular, we actually had a chat with the Mayor of Bayside Council, which is in Victoria. Bayside has seen a massive increase in all sorts of crime activity, whether it's stolen cars or people breaking into homes. It's been a huge increase. But the Mayor of Bayside Council actually had his car stolen, and we had a quick chat to him. First thing I wanted to know from him was, what happened? How did they steal the car?
It was stolen the day after my daughter's birthday, I believe the 7th of July. So we go out for dinner. I come home late. I park it in the usual place in my driveway in front of my house. So it's not on the street, it's actually in the driveway. And then I woke up that morning, my wife's telling me, where's your car? And you're just waking up like, oh shit, where's the car? First thing you look at, the doors, all the doors are closed, the windows are closed. There is no break-in, there's no glass broken. I looked the keys there. I looked into the spare key is there. And we went back through the footage. I called the police that day, and the police were pretty good. They came straight away, because there was another incident that night where they ram raided a shop down the road from my house. And I thought, oh shit, they've probably taken my car. They ram-raided this shop. And I freaked out. Like, imagine the mayor's car being taken. So the police assured me, said, oh, no, it wasn't your car. You know, what we're finding out, there is crews of these people going around.
Yeah.
But they didn't use my car for a ram raid. And we checked our security system, the ring. It shows them basically 3 minutes, and the car was gone. And they drive it maybe 600-700 meters to the golf course around the corner. And, you know, the tracking app tells you harsh cornering here. So they go, they stop. And from there on, it absolutely disappeared and, just vanished.
Now, according to Hannah as well, Bayside has had a massive increase in the number of Toyotas being stolen within literally minutes of each other. And he mentioned there his car was stolen, or they tried to steal it first earlier in the year. And while they were unsuccessful with his, they were successful with another car just down the street. So this is a continuous issue. Hannah thought the good thing to do when he got his car was to actually insure it through Toyota themselves. They run their own insurance operation, but it didn't quite go to plan.
I'm arguing now. I was told just when I was waiting for you, I was told that we don't give you a replacement car, even though they promised that they would allow for a month. So I ordered a new Land Cruiser, but now I'm having second thoughts, seeing more and more of them being stolen.
Yeah.
I'm hearing about the Land Cruiser being stolen nearly every second day.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's crazy.
So now they ordered a new one, but they reckon the ETA is going to be between 4 to 8 months. And then I'm worried that if I get it, is it going to be stolen again and back to square one? What is Toyota doing? And I tried to talk to someone in their product development or whatever. You know, what are you doing? Why aren't you telling these owners? Because you would have a list of the owners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell them they are vulnerable, they are being stolen. And, you know, a simple thing, and that's a joke, but I got a councillor from the adjoining municipality.
Yep.
And they actually gave me this as a cheeky present. So they gave me a lot. But when I took my car for service to Toyota, they could have said, you know what, Hannah, we're hearing about these stories. We don't know what's happening, but this is a steering wheel lock for the time being till we understand what's happening. But crickets, absolutely nothing coming out of Toyota. They are not telling us what's happening. They are not telling us what they are doing. And here we are, I'm waiting for a new car, and they are not cheap, these cars. You probably pay $130, $140 on a car like this, and to be stolen probably in 2 minutes.
So here's the other crazy thing. You would think to yourself, well, he's gone down the path of Toyota's own insurance company, Toyota's own finance company. They're going to have your back if anything goes wrong. Well, not the case. Not only are they having difficulty here getting coverage on the things that were stolen from inside the car, he's been told that because the car has a weighted or an estimated wait time of 4 to 8 months, he's not then entitled to 30-day car hire coverage. So he's currently paying finance on his car that he doesn't have. They won't give him a replacement car to drive around in until his new car arrives. And this is Toyota's own insurance company. Can you imagine trying to deal with any other insurance company that has no vested interest in making sure that their customers are well looked after? And to think that Toyota is the reason these cars are so easy to steal. Their security systems are ancient, and someone has found flaws in these that they told Toyota about years ago, and they still haven't fixed it. It is honestly just insane. Here's another one for you, another insurance company stitching up a customer. So he didn't want to be on camera with us, but he explained that basically his 250 series Prado was stolen from his driveway. In fact, he ran out after it, and unfortunately they got away before he could do anything. They rolled it out of the carport and started driving it away as he heard it. He had $15,000 worth of accessories on the car, and same story again, because it had a wait time of over 6 months. They've basically agreed to pay him out a value that's going to be $20,000 less than what he paid for the car. Now, these are all people with new for old replacement, and that is basically a policy that allows you to insure a new car and have it replaced with a brand new identical version of your car if it's stolen or is written off within the first 2 years. It appears here that sort of stuff is just not even worth the paper it's written on. So he finally has a replacement vehicle. I don't know exactly what they've given him, whether it's a used car or what the story is, but Just another example of an insurance company stitching someone up. Okay, so how's this for a horror show if private investigators and stuff weren't enough? One other guy that got in touch with us, another Melbourne victim of theft, he had one vehicle insured with this particular insurance company. When he was at the dealership taking delivery of his new car, he called up the insurance company, added that car to his policy, and they attached the policy somehow to the other car that he had. He paid for it, drove off, happy days. He then sold his first car, and what the bright sparks here at the insurance company did, they cancelled both policies. So because those two policies were somehow or for some reason linked, instead of cancelling just his first car, they cancelled both of these. Some time goes by and his car's stolen. So he calls up the insurance company and, would you believe it? He has no insurance coverage. So he's currently going through a massive shit fight with these people to figure out who's going to pay for this, because in his mind, he was insured. He called up, he paid, it should have been insured. And for whatever reason, this clerical error has then caused both policies to be cancelled instead of just the one, which is the car that he sold. So, I mean, I can't even imagine what that would be like, having your car gone, unrecovered, and just having no insurance policy on it. It would be an absolute horror show. So, look, these are just some of the people that reached out to us just in the past week alone. Everyone out of all of these people is so frustrated with Toyota in general. Yes, they're frustrated with their insurance companies, but this stems from Toyota having inadequate security. And Hannah kind of summed it up perfectly.
You know, when you spend this much money, you would expect the car, you know, not to be stolen within 2 to 3 minutes, because now they are stealing it from in front of our property. And let's say now I'm looking into bollards and I'm going to invest in bollards, invest in a steering wheel lock. So you'll invest in this and you're going to do, you know, park it in a safe way or somewhere to do your shopping. It can be stolen from there. I'm not going to go and put the steering wheel lock and the bollard and all this, you know, when you drive it day to day. So that's what I'm worried about. Yeah. So I probably let people know to think twice, unless Toyota's going to say, you know what, we're going to pay for an immobilizer for you. And that's probably a quick fix. And we're going to make sure we hold the warranty on the car. That can go towards, you know, making good on what they should be doing, and that to ensure the car is safe.
Now, when it comes to fitting an immobiliser, Toyota has told us that you might void your warranty if you fit one of these and something goes wrong with the car. But to be honest, if I'd paid that much money for a car and I knew that I couldn't perhaps garage it or was driving it out in the public regularly, I would just do it anyway, because ultimately these things have been fitted to hundreds of cars, thousands of cars globally in Australia. I've not seen any issues, and if something does pop up, you're better off having a minor electrical issue that you can, you know, pin against your ghost to immobilise it, rather than having your car stolen and going through the headache that these people have gone through, because that to me is a much bigger problem than a potential warranty issue. And the other thing that commonly links all of these together are the very, very weak bail laws in Victoria. We've seen a huge increase in stolen cars, over 100% extra stolen cars over the past several years, almost a 50% increase just over the past year alone. It is a big issue, and it's a big issue specifically with Toyotas as well. And it seems that bail laws are the thing that is just linking all of this together.
What I feel is the bail system is letting them down. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing stories about the same kids being caught again and again and again. And you talk to the police, and sometimes they tell you by the time we finish the paperwork, these kids are actually out again. So we catch them at night, they are back out in the morning doing the same thing. They're just going on a shopping spree. They identify areas like Bayside, for example, or Brighton, where they know there's a fair bit of Land Cruisers. Brighton Toyota is very popular Toyota dealership. And they go around the streets, and I know my one of my best friends, who's 300-400 meters down the road from me, his car was stolen around the same time too.
Now, my sources at Toyota tell me that there is a team of people working on this. So Toyota is doing something. Officially, they're not really saying much, and that kind of frustrates me, because to me, it seems like they're not doing anything. If you are doing something, let us in, let us see what you're doing, so people have the confidence that when they spend this kind of money on a new car, that you actually give a crap, because at the moment it feels like you do not give a crap. And what can you do? How do you protect yourself? Well, look, my advice is do not park your Toyota on the street. Do not even park it in your driveway. Park it in the garage. People use garages as extra bedrooms. I get it. I do it myself. It's a playroom with all this other crap in it. But if you drive a Toyota, your car is not safe. That is absolutely 100% fact. You need to put it in the garage. If you can afford to do so, fit an immobiliser. I've told you this before, but an immobiliser may void your warranty. To me, you're kind of better off potentially voiding your warranty rather than just not having any protection at all. And if you do get an immobiliser fitted, make sure you put the stickers on the window as well so that people know that the immobiliser is fitted and they won't carve a hole in the side of your door like they're doing to a lot of cars at the moment. So take those steps to protect yourself, because at the moment it's up to us. We can't rely on these car companies to actually do anything. They won't safeguard your vehicle. We need to be taking these steps here to protect ourselves from this huge increase in thefts. We are staying on this. We want Toyota to fix this problem. It is not good enough what they're doing. They need to be doing more, or at least they need to be telling customers when they're in a dealership that your car can be stolen within minutes from your driveway. You need to fit an immobiliser. They should be paying for immobilisers. There is a lot that Toyota should be doing here that they currently aren't. We haven't heard anything extra from them since we last posted our videos, so it seems to just be falling on deaf ears. So thank you again for watching. Please share this around so people know what to look out for when they're buying insurance. Make sure you have full insurance coverage and make sure that you read the T's and C's, because some of these insurance policies are not worth the paper that they're written on. So thanks again for watching and stay safe.